I am a cynic when it comes to New Year's resolutions. Most of the time during the New Year's, I get asked, what are your resolutions? And I tell them my current goals, but in my head, I don't actually really have any. Usually I follow up with, do you have any New Year's resolutions? And whenever they tell me theirs, most of the time I question whether or not they're actually gonna do it. And that's not to say anything about them, it's mostly like me thinking about myself in the past and how most of the time I don't accomplish my New Year's resolutions because I create like super big goals that are like impossible to achieve. But I don't really want to talk too much about that right now. I want to talk about what I do instead when New Year's comes around. And I feel like this is much more powerful and more useful when it comes to doing something during the New Year's. And I think that's sort of like changing up how you approach things and how you organize things. Sort of habits-wise, but also more so just like the way you operate, try to upgrade that instead. So for me personally, this year, I've been changing up how I journal and also how I do my daily planner. I'll talk about journaling first. I recently started using an app called Day One, and honestly, it's like everything I would want my journal to be. You can add photos and audio, and I've never really done that before for my journals just because I did everything in Google Docs. So having that ability and just seeing it on a calendar view and being able to filter and use tags and all that stuff, it's just a much better system overall, and it's sort of making me like, it's reinvigorating my love for journaling and sort of just like making me feel like I want to do it more. And I think this is like the 9th or 10th year. I've been doing it for quite a long time, and I have changed the way I did it, but it's always been in Google Docs. But now moving it to Day One, it just feels fresh again, and it feels like I'm doing it in a new way and seeing it in a new way, and I'm happy about doing it again and also just like evolving it. That sort of whole example is what I would do for the New Year's instead, is just like, look at what you're doing right now and see how you can upgrade it. Or perhaps if you don't really have anything that you're doing right now that you want to upgrade, then just try your best to, within the next like 1, 2, 3, like January, February, or March, try your best to integrate it into your daily habits. That's what I personally think would be a much better sort of version of a New Year's resolution, is to do that versus like saying I have this goal that I want to achieve for this entire year. Primarily because I feel like when you set a New Year's resolution, you're gonna over time just like forget about it. But if you use that momentum, that motivation that you get during the New Year's just to like set up a new system or try something new within the first 3 months, I think that, in my opinion, is much better. And as another update, I've been trying to use Notion to basically replace my daily planner. It's definitely taking some time because I have just so many notes and so many things organized in Google Sheets that I also want to move over. But I do feel like I can create a better organizer and system inside Notion versus using my combination with Notes and Google Sheets at the moment. So that has actually been really fun to do as well. And it's been helping me sort of review all the projects I want to do and just get it more organized. And that's what I've been up to during the past few weeks after the New Year's has hit. Once I finally get everything set up, let me know if you guys are curious about how I personally set up my Notion system, and I'll go ahead and make a video about that. But for now, that's my video on why I personally don't do New Year's resolutions and what I prefer doing instead. Regardless, the New Year is a great time to just feel motivated and refreshed again. So no matter what approach that you have, I wish you the best of luck for the new year. Catch you guys in the next video.